Hello and welcome to another episode of GameSpot Now Playing. My name is Guy and I'm joined by Cam. We're playing XCOM. Hello Cam.
Hey Guy, how you doing?
So this is the console version of XCOM. Our US counterparts are going to be doing a PC version. We've got the console version here. We're a few missions in and we're going to do our best to answer some of the questions that you guys have got about using a control pad. Obviously controversial for a strategy game. But Cam, you've been playing this. Give us a bit of a brief background of where we're at here.
Okay, so this is a mission. It's about 2 hours into the game. And the story behind this mission is we've just shot down an enemy craft, and you can see our team here, and we're at the crash site basically trying to infiltrate the enemy craft for the very first time. So the world is gripped by an alien invasion, just a bit of background for the whole XCOM story, and basically in the game you are the commander-in-chief of this I guess company, or is it an agency, and you're trying to defend the world.
Yeah, essentially the first few missions have given you a bit of a tutorial on how to play the game. They've given you a bit of a background on what's happening, as you say, there's an alien invasion. They also give you an insight into this. Yeah, like you say, it's a government agency of some sort that is basically the last bastion between you and the end of humanity, or the aliens and the end of humanity. And yeah, you have the chance to sort of decide what countries you're going to help. There's an early choice about whether you help the US or China. Build up your infantry and train those guys up. Choose what research developments you're going to build. But yeah, this is essentially it. So tell us about using the control pad.
Okay, so I mean, obviously, like everyone else, first time I picked up the control pad to play a turn-based strategy game, I thought, wait a minute. This never goes well. But I've been playing for quite a while now, maybe I had 3 or 4 hours with the game, and it's actually very intuitive. I mean, I've also tried the mouse and keyboard. It is favourable, I guess, if you have the option. If you're playing on PC, you're probably not going to plug in your Xbox controller.
That would be crazy.
That would be crazy. But actually, it's pretty good. As you can see, I'm just moving around my target reticle, I guess, or my movement reticle for my soldier. So it's your kind of your classic turn-based strategy control. So you can move your guys, and if you move only a short distance, you can maybe shoot as well on the same turn. Well, that also depends on what kind of weapons you're using. But you just move your guys around the battlefield utilizing cover. Now you can see there's a little shield icon there. That tells me that log is only half cover, not full cover. So my guy could get hit behind that. Yeah. But you know what? This guy's brave, so he's going to go there anyway, get himself in a good sniping position.
Your unit just to the right, you can see, has got the full shield, so it's fully covered.
Now, as you can see, I just moved half a move there, and now I've got a second half of my turn. So and because he's a sniper, it means I can now shoot. So to enter kind of combat mode, you basically hit right trigger on the Xbox controller and choose how you want to fire, whether you want to shoot a gun or go for a headshot or throw a grenade. Now I feel that because he's a sniper, is he going to let me fire at this guy? No, it won't, because you can't move and shoot as a sniper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hunker down here, and that means you
can fire on your next go, maybe.
Yeah, and it'll also give me double cover bonus. So I'm going to hunker down over there because he's only behind limited cover, and I'm going to try and flank. It's your classic battlefield tactics. You want to try and flank your enemy and stay behind cover.
Yeah, as you said, standard turn-based stuff. Get cover. If you can get a height advantage, that I found that was pretty preferable. I should say I played the demo at Gamescom, so I played this about a month ago, so I'm slightly familiar with it. I mean, the original XCOM is a bona fide classic, isn't it? So there's quite a lot of anticipation for this one, and it's being developed by Firaxis as well, which is the guys known for Civilization.
Yep, exactly.
So anyway, talk us through this.
Yeah, so I mean, I could try and shoot the guy here, but he's got 34% chance of hitting. I don't like them odds, so I'm going to move a little bit closer. See, I can move all the way up to here in one turn, and I should still have the option to then shoot afterwards, because this guy's not a sniper, he's a general assault dude. Oh, so there's quite a lot of aliens around here. Now, I want to say the second time I've done this mission, the first time I lost 2 of my guys, and that was quite an emotional moment because I really leveled them up. So hopefully I'll get this guy here. 94% chance, that's my winner. Yeah, shotgun to the face, nice. And alien is dead. Now there's quite a few, so you can pan around the battlefield at any time. It's kind of paused. You can see, was that a pigeon?
Yeah, that was a pigeon. Yeah, obviously got some fog of war going on.
Yeah, so you can zoom around. Now a really badass alien came out of this spaceship last time I played, so I'm going to watch out for him if you're wondering why I'm avoiding it just now. So I'll move up a little bit more. Yeah, the controls in terms in the fight like this, it's quite simple and intuitive. But there's a whole load of back at base gameplay as well. Like this is really not the whole game. The back at base stuff is really quite in depth. You can the impression I get from my time in the game is that as the game goes on, you can really choose how you want to upgrade your facility. So not just your soldiers, but your whole facility and your whole direction you want to take in trying to save the world from these aliens. So it really is like Alien Invasion Simulator type thing. It's pretty cool. I'm going to actually move right here for a bit more cover from that side.
So you were saying, having played through the first couple of hours, Cam, you can choose whether you want to have a research facility available so that when the soldiers bring back aliens, they can be researched and that sort of stuff, and that'll have an impact on your technology available.
Exactly. And your guys are very vulnerable, and you noticed he got hit there and he didn't die, but it's not uncommon for people to get one-shot killed, your own guys, so you really have to take care of them. And in fact, yeah, they both got wounded. These aliens are, unfortunately for me, are not the most powerful. Now, this guy's got a shotgun, so he's not got much chance of scoring a good hit where he is. I'm going to move him maybe with some cover over here. So guy, maybe you can... Wait, I'll let you move here. I'm having all the fun. Where should I put this guy?
Yeah, I'd put him a little bit further. Yeah, put him there. Or maybe
closer up, so we get him with close range. Or
I think so.
Vulnerable?
Yeah, he's fine. He's fine. He's got a shotgun.
Yeah. In fact, he can move and shoot, as you say. So let's get this guy.
Energy field protecting parts of the ship.
Yeah, nice work.
I have to look for an opening.
I have to say, one of the things that impressed when I played this at Gamescom was just the presentation. I mean, it holds your hand very, very closely to begin with.
Yes.
But you get these nice action shots where it's over the shoulder, almost Gears of War style.
Oh yeah.
But also, I mean, it looks really pretty. There's a nice variation in the environments. The first level was based in a city. This is obviously a downed alien spacecraft.
Yeah, here's the hard-ass guy. He one-shotted my best guy last time. It made me very upset. So I'm trying to stay away from him.
Nothing I've ever seen.
You can study it when it's dead, Doctor.
He's getting a lot of fire there. He's okay.
Take that thing down.
So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move around here, getting really close. So I can do that in one move. Am I going to be able to shoot him from there?
You can get around.
But what you can do, you can skip between people as well, like
Yeah.
I did accidentally there, but you can also rotate the camera. So yeah, if I go here, I'll be right there. I can shoot him right in the face and I'll still be covered. Oh, he's taking a reaction shot. So things like, oh, that's a guy in there.
Oh no!
Oh, got him! Oh, he's dead.
That went badly for us.
So that guy inside the alien spaceship, he must have been on what's called Overwatch, which it's kind of like fortifying in Civilization, I guess,
Yeah.
in the fact that you can then react if someone's moved or if someone moves into his field of
vision.
Yeah. So he got nailed. That's pretty devastating. That guy was doing awesome.
That was bad for us.
Now, what happens if say this guy had been a bit closer? There's a chance they can get panicked. This happened to me the other day when I was playing, and you don't then get to use them for the next go. They shoot irrationally and make stupid decisions. So you really need to look after your guys. Come on.
That was nice.
Headshot. All right.
And he got a promotion for that as well.
Yes. Does that work? Same here at GameSpot, guy. If I do a good headshot, do I get promotion? Yes. Awesome.
That's the only way I can see this office working.
So I'm scared of that guy now. So I'm gonna hunker this dude down. So
yeah, he's pretty badass, right? I mean, he took that one guy out.
He did. Can I hunker down? Is he gonna let me? Yeah, he's hunkered down. So I'm gonna try and flank with this lady around here. So move it around here. I think that badass alien's the only one left. I could be wrong. Let's
taking care of the little guys.
Spin the camera around a bit more. There you go. So I can see him now. He's in there. Can I think I can get a shot? 45%. I'm taking that chance. You know.
Nice.
Work.
Mission accomplished.
There you go. Mission accomplished. So every time you get ranked on your alien killing ability, and also your keeping your guys alive ability. So I only did good because obviously we had a casualty, which is pretty sad. And you can also name your soldiers and customize them. So if you spend a bit of time doing that side of things, it really increases the impact emotionally when you get snuffed.
Exactly. But they can get injured as well. You bring them back.
Oh yeah.
They recuperate. But that guy is just plain dead.
Now everyone else, I think most people made through the mission there, I think, with no hits on them, so they'll be available straight away at the next mission. But anyone wounded will need some days out to recuperate.
So we'll see back here some of the hopefully some of the squad.
Yeah, exactly. So here we go. This is the aftermath of the mission. Oh, Hiroshi Ogawa, he is dead. It's sad days. But these other guys survived and will get promoted. Seems kind of unfair. So this guy, he is a support. I think he's support. Yeah. So there's different classes that your guys get assigned. Basically, once they've done enough missions, got enough kills, they will be put into different classes of support, sniper, assault, etc. And you can level them up. So let's make this guy good at covering fire. That sounds very helpful. So it's very simple kind of skill trees and training.
But apparently, according to the developers, at least from what I spoke to them about, it was very much like your decisions will have an outcome on the game. Your game will be very different depending on who you choose to support and what you decide to research. So there is that element to it. There is this branching storyline element to it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a huge surprise coming from the makers of Civilization.
No.
I think. In fact, this guy's telling us about the interceptors that you can have and that you can send out after alien UFOs to try and shoot them down.
Losses in the process. I think it's also worth mentioning that even a full squadron of interceptors will do no good against our enemy if we don't know where they are. Additional satellite coverage will be required before we are able to detect alien craft elsewhere on the planet. Visit us in engineering should you wish to build additional satellites.
Okay, that's
Goodbye,
good.
Commander.
So you've got like 3 people who help you out and constantly advise you. This guy who's in engineering, you've got a doctor who oversees any of the kind of research and development, and you've got this commanding officer guy who kind of talks you through tactics. So you do have a lot of AI help, very similar in Civilization when you had your advisors. So it is very useful. So anyway, this is your facility. I like to imagine it's deep underground somewhere, and you also choose at the beginning where you want your facility to be, whether it's in Europe or whether it's in the US. In fact, we can see it is deep underground. All right. So it's kind of like a Thunderbirds vibe.
It does.
Here.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's your kind of lander, and there's your barracks, and you can like zoom around them. So if I want to go to my barracks, zooms over here. You can see our soldiers working out, getting in shape, and you can view the memorial. Oh wow, I haven't seen this before. So a memorial to all the people who have died. Wow, 4 already. I'm not doing so well. You can hire new soldiers. You can put people in officer training school. I've not done any of this yet. So there's a whole load of things you can do here to kind of level up your squad. That's just in the barracks.
What is worth mentioning, actually, this is the console version. We are doing the Xbox 360 version right here. Unlike Civilization games, which are somewhat simplified for the console versions, this is exactly, I believe anyway, exactly the same as the PC version.
Exactly. I have to say, it's the first strategy game I've ever played on a console, which makes me think, strategy games could work nicely on a console.
Could work. Do you think you'll still be going for this on PC? Do you think just having both options?
Purely because I do have a PC and Steam at home, I probably would. But to be honest, there's really not much difference. The controller is absolutely fine. So yeah, here you can see you can launch satellites to improve your kind of view of the alien invasion. And the really cool area if you go to is a situation room. Is that just where a situation room? No, if you go to mission control, you get this you get the globe, and you can scan for alien activity, which is pretty cool. So let's scan. This is basically how you pick up missions. And this is something we've been researching that allows us to basically tase aliens so we can bring one back alive.
Right.
So there's all these little missions that are all with the idea of improving your defense against the alien invasion.
It's got it. Apparently this is called the ant farm. This is what the developers call it. The ant farm view. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. So yeah, oh god, what should we go for? We could autopsy a thin man autopsy, sectoid, beam weapons, alien nav computer, experimental warfare, or alien materials.
I think you got to do some autopsy. I mean, this is aliens, right? Alien autopsy.
Sure. You give them a taste of their own medicine. Let's do the sectoid autopsy.
We've made a number of interesting discoveries based on the autopsy results of the alien specimen you brought back. The research team is now referring to this particular variation as a sectoid.
I find it's got a really
interesting
feel, this game, because the graphics are almost kind of Mars attacks, these aliens, they remind me. But then the action is really brutal.
Yeah.
I guess they've tried to lessen the impact of having people die all the time by giving it this, not cartoony feel, but it's a very stylized. It's not like not going for real life graphics. It's kind of
I don't know how to describe it. Like not Mars attacks, but like classic sci-fi sort of like
But it feels friendly. You know what I mean? Almost to soften the blow of you're going to lose probably hundreds of people.
Shoot aliens. One thing we haven't talked about, which is something that we did talk about at Gamescom with developers, was multiplayer. There's going to be one-on-one multiplayer.
Yeah.
They said that it's going to be very much like you're going to be able to get relatively quick goes in. It's it's a console game. You don't want to be sort of here for hours on end. But it's going to be interesting to see XCOM on console with multiplayer. It's going to have a sort of simplified perk system apparently as well. So yes, we'll run into more depth on that probably in the review.
I've yet to try the multiplayer, but we will. As soon as we give it a go, we will let you guys know.
Yeah. So that's about it. It's actually very close to release, XCOM. I keep forgetting it's due for release October the 9th in North America and October the 12th in Europe and Australia as well. It's going to be released on PC, Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, but we've been looking at the Xbox 360 version. Thanks very much, Cam.
No problem, guy. It was fun.
And we'll see you next time on GameSpot Now Playing.